Welcome to Just Haley, a podcast where Haley talks about whatever she just wants to talk about.
Welcome to episode 3 of Just Haley, a podcast where I talk about whatever I want to talk about. And today, you are in for a wild ride because we have Kelly Clarkson, Taylor Swift, and Gilmore Girls news. So, let's jump right into segment 1.
Our first segment is Miss Independent.
On Friday, December 5th, CBS hosted the Daytime Emmys, and our girl Kelly walked away with 2 wins for her talk show, The Kelly Clarkson Show. Kelly won Best Daytime Talk Series Host for the 4th year in a row, which is every single year since she started. And this year, it's even more impressive because the pool of hosts was increased with informative and entertainment shows being combined after they had previously been 2 completely separate categories. The show also won Best Daytime Talk Series for the 3rd time. Other shows in the category were The Drew Barrymore Show, Live with Ryan and Kelly, and Today with Hoda and Jenna. So she had some seriously strong competition and still came out on top. We love her. But one of the best moments of the night wasn't the awards. It was what followed the award show on social media. So right after the winners were announced, a post appeared on Kelly's Instagram that started with, "Hey Jake, do you mind getting this up for Kelly tonight?" And finished, "Thank you so much. I am so proud of my whole team for wins tonight. Thank you to all people that started this show with us and all of those who joined us this season." Immediately, comments ensued making fun of Jake for forgetting to delete the first sentence of the caption. My favorites were, "I think the Emmy should go to Jake," and "Jake deserves a raise this late on a Friday night." But the absolute best comment came from Kelly herself just shortly after Jake posted for her. And she said, "And just a personal thank you and shout out to Jake for just simply killing it. I have never laughed so hard. We all love you." Kelly also made a second post on Instagram of a picture of her team celebrating away, where Jason, Kelly's pianist and musical director's face was covered, and she captioned the picture, "@Jason Halbert, you've never looked better," to which Jason replied, "Thanks, Jake." We love a queen who can win awards and make jokes. And speaking of queens, here is our next segment.
This is Taylor Swift's world, and I'm just living in it.
Taylor Allison Swift was recently named the Times Person of the Year, an honor that we all saw coming, or at least the Swifties did, but still an absolutely amazing feat. And as part of the honor, Taylor was interviewed about numerous aspects of her life. It has been a while since we have gotten a true Taylor interview, so the Swifties absolutely ate this up. The article started off with a story Taylor told about being 17 and getting booked on her first major gig, opening for the Kenny Chesney. She thought this was an absolute breakthrough moment, was just going to skyrocket her career, until her mom got a call letting them know that the tour was going to be sponsored by a beer company, and since Taylor was under 18 years old, she couldn't open for him. And of course, she was completely devastated. But then, on her 18th birthday, she received a card from Kenny that said, "I'm so sorry you couldn't join me on tour, so I wanted to make it up to you." And it included a check for what Taylor said was the most amount of money she had ever seen. She said she used that money to pay her band bonuses, pay for her tour bus, and fuel her dreams. And I think it's just absolutely wonderful and so in line with everything that we hear about Taylor, the first thing that she mentioned she did with the money was pay her band bonuses. She just always seems like she is looking after other people first and herself second, which just such a queen move. We love her. But the interview was really long, so we have lots more to talk about. She also talked about her tour and all of the work that goes into putting on a show that's over 3 hours and 46 songs if you include all of the surprise songs. She said that before the tour started, she worked out daily for 6 months straight, and the workout included strength training, conditioning, and weights. And my favorite part, every day she would run on the treadmill and sing the entire set list. All 44, 46 songs if you throw in the extra surprise songs. She also, after that, had 3 months of dance training because she wanted to know the dances so well that she could be silly with the fans and not lose her train of thought. That is so much. Like, that concert is absolutely amazing, and you can see that she is just like has so much energy through the whole thing. So to hear everything that went into it was so fun. But obviously, all of that in a concert, she gets really tired. So she did say that between concerts, she does nothing but just lay in bed and rest. And she also touched on the mental strength it takes to not only put on that large of a concert, but just in general succeed at her caliber with everything that she did. She said that she knows that no matter whether she's sick, injured, heartbroken, uncomfortable, or stressed, she is going on stage that night. And that kind of work ethic has just become part of her identity as a human. Which is just, thank you, Taylor, for like going through all of that for us Swifties and giving us, so many of us, the night of our lives. So we love you for that. But the article also included information that we have all been waiting for. A few inside details on her relationship with Chiefs player Travis Kelce. So Taylor said that her and Travis were introduced to each other just after Travis put her on blast on his podcast, saying that he wanted to give Taylor his number in July when he was at the concert at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Shortly after that, they were able to meet up in private, and by the time that Taylor attended the Chiefs game on September 24th, they were already a full-fledged couple. She was so cute describing their relationship and said that they're showing up for each other and not worrying about other people. In response to being asked about the NFL showing her at every game she's attended, she said, "There's a camera a mile and a half away, you don't know where it is, and you have no idea when the cameras are putting you in the broadcast." She said, "I have no awareness if I'm being shown too much and pissing off a few Brads, Dads, and Chads." Iconic. She finished the article in a total slay by saying, "Trash takes itself out every single time," after being asked about other hardships in her career, like the drama with Scooter Braun and Kanye West. And one thing that isn't trash is Gilmore Girls. So here is.
I am just a Gilmore girly.
In my last episode, I mentioned Valerie Campbell, the key set costumer for Gilmore Girls and costume supervisor for A Year in the Life. And she is on TikTok at Valerie's Cat Ice Cream, EYESCREAM. And she shares information about her time on the show. On one of her videos, I popped up in the comments and asked a question about whether or not there were any practical jokes that were played on set, or if people like to joke around with each other. It kind of came, if you've seen any of those bloopers from Friends, of all of the different things that they used to do on set. So I wanted to see if the Gilmore's cast was anything similar to that. And lucky for me, Valerie answered my question with a video describing a prank that was played on Rory during the episode where Chris and Sherry have their baby. So here is the clip.
Did the cast or crew of Gilmore Girls ever play any practical jokes on each other? Yeah, I had to think about this one because it's been a long time and I found one. Hi, I'm Valerie. I was the piece set costumer on Gilmore Girls costume supervisor for a year in the life. And I'm going to share a story with you from, God, I can't remember what season it was. Maybe you can tell me in the comments section. The scene took place at a hospital. Now, if you've heard this story before, because you've been following me for a long time, thank you and keep listening until the end. But before I get to that story, I'm going to share with you how the mood on set was. The set, oh my God. Katie, stop. You're going to have to go outside, Katie. Oh. You really want to hear this story? Oh, okay, I had to pull her outside. She was jumping on a couch. So the mood on set was generally pretty cool. We weren't that serious. I've been on shows where you can't even talk to the actors. Now, Gilmore Girls was like a large, dysfunctional family. And by family, I mean we spent more hours with each other than we did with our own. So we had this PA named Danny, and everybody loved Danny. Danny could do no wrong. And we were shooting the scene in the hospital, and Danny says, "Hey, Val, do you have a hospital gown?" I don't know if anyone put him up to it or if he came up with this on his own, but there's a line in the script, and Alexis is in the hallway, and she is talking to her mom on the phone, and she's talking about the patient gowns. Now, you know what this line is. If you know, you know. Now, in order to do any practical joke on set, you gotta make sure that we got the take in the can. So they do their 3 takes, they print, and instead of moving on, the director says, "Oh, we need one more."
Friends, they have to work. I'm here all by myself, and I'm trying very hard to be calm, but I'm starting to feel nauseous, and the hospital has a smell, and there are noises, and those gowns do not stay closed, and I've seen a lot of butts.
This is when Danny drops his drawers. He's got his patient gown on, and he walks facing camera while Alexis is staring at his bare butt. Danny actually replaced this girl in that moment.
And I'm back. Even with the show not airing anymore, it is so much fun for news stories like this one to come out and to keep just getting to learn more and more and more about the show. Taylor and Kelly are always doing new things. We've got new concerts, new interviews, new relationships. Kelly's show is constantly going on. She's performing in Vegas, all of the things. But Gilmore Girls has completely ended, and at least as of right now, no talks of anything coming back up. So it's so nice to have Valerie and other cast and crew who are out there sharing little tidbits like this so that we get to continue to learn new things and interact with the show in new ways. And so, I know this episode was a little long, but hold on. And if you're like me and you love Kelly, Taylor, Gilmore Girls, your mind might be spinning a little bit with information right now. So here is a little tip to keep you calm.
Make today a great day, and if it's not, just change it.
Tryptophan is an amino acid that is needed for the body's production of proteins and neurotransmitters. It can also increase serotonin production and is an effective antidepressant. Research also shows it increases agreeableness, decreases quarrelsome, and improves your mood. Sounds like a good day for me. Tryptophan can be found in lots of different foods, but the 2 most common are turkey or pineapple juice. So, if you need a little extra calm in your day, just pop open a can of pineapple juice and relax. Hope you have a great day.